What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today is going to be another fragrance review, this time on Dolce Gabbana, the one EDP. Let's get right into it. Alright, hopefully you guys can see, maybe not, but trust me, this bottle is empty, and this is my second or third, I don't remember, bottle of this fragrance that I've gone through, and that is because it was one of actually the first fragrances that I actually started wearing consistently years ago when I started getting into fragrances and all that, without even looking at the notes profile. And my nose, what I immediately get is this fresh, woodsy, and a bit of boozy. Not this typical, not your whiskey. Oh, maybe a bit of whiskey type of booziness to it. Which you can probably tell that kind of screams date night, sexy, seductive. Alright, let's get more deeper into this scent profile pickup. It's this beautiful balance between a more fresh and light and deep and dark scent profile, which honestly is very well done, especially for those of you who want a more mature date night fragrance. That being said, it's not something that I would really recommend to the younger crowd who are more used to a blue fragrance, especially in the beginner type of fragrances. But if someone who would be wearing this fragrance, if I could just think of a typical person to be wearing it, would be a more mature man. So if you're looking for a more mature date night sexy fragrance, I think this is really good and something that you should look into. So getting into the occasions and seasons, because of that nice balance that it has, it is more of a year-round date night type of fragrance. Because of that fresh but also dark mixture within it. Other than date night, I do see this as being a more mature office type style of fragrance, something that the CEO or something would wear. I'm not saying that you have to be a CEO obviously to wear it, but it does give off that vibe of a more mature, put together person, man. So yeah, definitely year-round date night fragrance. And also if you feel a bit mature and if you want to, you know, be more dressed up for the office, really good pick. So let's get right into the note profile. The notes are on the screen right now, and it is honestly, it's really satisfying. You know why? Because it's one of these fragrances that you see the note profile and then you smell it, and you can basically smell almost all of the notes in the note profile. So that's really good on the perfumer, and also honestly really good fragrance in general. And it really gives you that satisfying feeling of you smell the fragrance and then you're like, what is that? And then you look at the notes and it's like, ah, that's why. So but yeah, really interesting, but also very, even just looking at the notes without even smelling the fragrance, you can see why this perfume was gonna be a banger. Getting into the performance, that is unfortunately where this fragrance falls short. Projection wise, really good projection. Think that comes from the coriander, it's the cedar, it's the tobacco. Those are, you know, very strong scents. So projection wise, you have nothing to worry about. But unfortunately, that longevity just is not there. I mean, if I were to put a number on it, I would say 4 to 6 hours. Yesterday when I was creating the script for this video and preparing it, I sprayed it on my hand. And yeah, for the first 1 to 2 hours, very nice projection. And then after 3-4 hours, it just falls off almost, and it just doesn't even become a skin scent. It just kind of, I smelled my hand, I was like, I don't smell it anymore. So that's unfortunate. So just be aware that either bring the bottle around with you if you're going to the office, for example, or just in one of those little portable canisters and reapply it, especially if you're on a date night. Right, let's get into the price and final summary. So for a 100 milliliter bottle, you are looking at around retail of 60 USD, so $60, which well, we'll get right into it. So that being said, do I recommend this fragrance in general? I think considering the price, the affordability, which is for a 100 milliliter bottle, $60 US for a designer fragrance, let's have you. I mean, those type of prices you would see for a more, I guess you could say, premium Arab dupes. But for a designer fragrance at 60 USD for a 100 milliliter bottle, the great balance to it between that, like I said, that fresh but also dark, woodsy, boozy. I guess the boozy would come from the tobacco, but from my nose, I'm getting more alcohol than tobacco. And also, okay, the longevity isn't great, but it's not the end of the world. You can't, if the longevity was there, it would be a cheat code, I think, in its own category. So let's get right into it. Do I recommend it? 100% yes. It is especially like I said, for its category, a no-brainer. For a very mature, sexy scent, no-brainer, affordability, performance, good projection at least, and for its scent profile, really, really, really good. It's not a mass appealing scent, so the good thing about these designer scents that it's very available to go in and go test it out. So I would recommend that, to go test it out before blind buying it. I don't think it's blind buy safe by any means, but let's say if you do blind buy it, first of all, it's not the end of the world for 60 USD for a 100 milliliter bottle. And number two, I mean, like I said, the good thing about it in the notes profile is that if you do blind buy it, you're not going to be surprised. If you know what the notes are, you're not going to be surprised when you smell it. And I don't think anyone really is going to be disappointed. I think it's a great all-around fragrance. But yeah, for the more mature crowd, if you're younger, it's not really mass appealing. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that's about it for today's fragrance review. Really good fragrance, Dolce Gabbana The One, EDP. Not the best fragrance out there, but definitely I would say I would put it in the above average category. Can't go wrong. No brainer, affordable, all set. Anyways, thanks for watching today's video. I'm excited to get some more content out for more fragrances. Let me know which fragrance you guys want to see next. And also, I might be going into kind of blind buys and also first impressions. I think those will be really fun, not only for you, but for me too. I always love that. It's a bit like gambling, right? The blind buys and first impressions. But yeah, thanks for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.